got a gold glove caliber defender. The arm. Right now, he's a silver slugger that they can't figure out what to throw.
That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Do we have to? Do we have to throw something to him?
Wow.
Here's that play we were talking about last night. I mean, the instincts to be able to make this play at a position that he's not played 2 months. It's incredible.
The bunt was shown. He broke, and he broke instantly without the anticipation, and then the route, and then the guts to throw at the third with a very strong arm. It was an exceptional play, a game changer.
Giants were really upset in the postgame talking about that play. Ball and a strike on Bellinger. Bruce Bochy, as upset as he's been all season, it sounds like postgame. Buster Posey was outspoken about he said, lack of accountability in the process with replay. One ball and 2 strikes, which seemed like kind of some cumulative frustrations because it didn't look clear that he was safe.
No, it didn't look clear. You couldn't. Justin Turner, as he's stretching, his foot is kind of guarding the runner's leg coming into the base, and you could not. And since the call on the field was out, the call stood. If the call on the field would have been safe, I don't think the Dodgers would have got it reversed.
But they were able to get out of there with a 9-8 win in what was a very weird game. Felt like 3 games in one, you said.
Yeah, you know, it's after the 4th, it's 6-0 Dodgers, and it seems like it's going to be a laugher. Through the 7th and 8th, it's kind of a little bit boring, and all of a sudden, the 9th.
Bellinger swings and misses all 3 strikes coming on Marquez's slider, and after 1, no score.
Tomorrow can only be better with Wendy's breakfast. Win with a breakfast Baconator, honey butter chicken biscuit, sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant, or a maple bacon chicken croissant free with mobile order purchase. Tomorrow's looking good.
Top 2, no score. First day of summer, although the weather didn't get the memo on that. You got a sweater on, huh?
I do.
60s.
63 at game time about? Well, it's 68 up on the scoreboard, but...
Maybe you should lose the sweater.
Well, I was following my iPhone.
That's ball 1 on Daniel Murphy.
Must be 63 in Pasadena.
Right. 63 in the booth. Heart of the order for the Rockies after Buehler went 1-2-3 in the first inning. 1 ball and 1 strike on Murphy. They signed to a 2-year contract this winter. And then he suffered a broken finger a couple days into the season. Missed much of the first month. Struggled in his first few days back, but like many of these hitters, has hit his stride and hitting .350 over the last month. Goes up to get this one, and a little pop-up that Chris Taylor sprints under, and foul ground makes the catch on what is not an easy play with where he started.
Ranging to his right. Usually with a shortstop, you're thinking about a ground ball in the hole, but he's ranging to his far right into foul territory to catch his pop-up. Not an easy sky right now, and not an easy place to catch it. See, it surprised him a little bit there at the end. The depth perception is really hard with this sky right now.
1 gone, Ryan McMahon looks at a fastball strike. McMahon taking advantage of his biggest opportunity as a big leaguer. Part-time role each of the last 2 seasons, but at this point, they're everyday second baseman. DJ LeMahieu now in New York, playing for the Yankees, doing a great job. And McMahon entered this season sharing time there, but one of the many guys that has taken off. On an 0-2 from Walker Buehler. He's laid on a fastball at 98. Walker's got it all working again so far tonight.
He's got it all working, but it's predominantly heaters. And wow, the first inning he was very economical. Only 11 pitches, got an out with 3 different pitches, the fastball, the slider, and the curveball. But right here, Powder River.
When the fastball looks like that, you don't need anything else.
Maybe the second time around the order. This is everybody's first blush at that fastball, so why trick them?
Desmond with the bases empty and 2 gone. Takes high, ball 1. I know you talk about anytime you could do that, you loved to just use your fastball at least once through the order and then start to sprinkle everything else in.
Start pitching when the opposing lineup forces you to. But until they've proven they can hit number 1, whether it's because of great movement or great velocity, and right now, it's great velocity and 2 sides of the plate, and then elevating when he wants to. So it really is 3 pitches in 1. This is a different fastball than we saw at the beginning of the year. This is a different fastball almost every start this year as he continues to move into the progression of getting into this season. This one is farther down the hill, and it's got more life at the end. He's closer to the hitter, and he's accurate with it.
Desmond able to get a piece. It's like it jumps at the hitter at the last moment.
It's special. It's fun to watch.
And it's another night where very early on you start thinking, wow, okay.
It's about as early as you can get, 2 outs in the second.
But am I wrong?
Nope.
No-hitter into the 5th against Arizona a couple starts ago. No-hitter into the 6th against the Cubs. And if things go as planned and the stuff keeps looking the way that it does, there's going to be a lot of nights like this in Walker Buehler's career. I think that any night could be the night. Fastball gets him looking, and 6 up, 6 down for Walker Buehler, who throws 12 pitches in the second, all of them fastballs. The Land Rover Performance Spotlight with the Dodgers at 31-9 through their first 40 home games. That is the 3rd best record in franchise history at this point, and the best one since 1899 when Brooklyn started 34-6 at home with a team that I don't want to say was cheating the system, but a little bit. They were horrible the year before. Ownership in Brooklyn and Baltimore combined, and they put most of the good players in Brooklyn, and that was the result. They won their first pennant that year. German Marquez to Max Muncy. Off we go in the second with ball 1. So Blackman struck out his first time up in his attempt to extend his on-base streak to 31. Here's Muncy, his first opportunity to extend his to 30. And on this 1-0 from Marquez, he pulls it into right and does just that. Like clockwork, Max Muncy, leadoff base hit.
Blackman with a 10-game hitting streak. Muncy now with a 9-game hitting streak. Of course, yes, reaching base. He slugs, he hits homers, he gets on base. Pretty much the complete offensive player.
So the leadoff man on, and here's Matt Beatty. Crackbat up the middle. That is caught by Rogers, who then throws it by the first baseman, Murphy. And the Dodgers are going to catch a break here. They're going to say Muncy will get second. That ball got out of play.
Came back in a hurry, but I think it either went into the dugout and hit off the wall and came back on the field to play. Max was hung out to dry. Oh, as he gets out of the way, his left arm nicks the ball, and that ends up out of play and moving it up.
It's like a defenseman in front of the goalie, right? Just a little deflection to get it by him.
But Blackout not arguing, but really just giving the bench some time to take a look at the replay.
What a job he's done, huh? As manager of the Rockies.
Takes a very patient and great baseball man to manage in Colorado. It's a different game, your home games compared to your road games.
It's in his third season. He's taken them to back-to-back postseason trips after they had an 8-year drought. Of course, last year, 91-72, losing game 163, then winning the wild card game against the Cubs. And losing in the division series 3-0 to Milwaukee. So Muncy at third with one gone, and up comes Chris Taylor. Swings away at the first pitch and lofts it towards the right field corner. Charlie Blackmon to make the catch, but that is plenty deep enough to bring home Max Muncy, and they promptly take advantage of the two-base throwing error.
We probably won't say this again in the whole course of Max Muncy's career. His bat and his left arm scored the run. A right-handed thrower, but it was the left arm going up to protect himself from the throw back to first where he was hung out to dry. That deflection gave him 180 feet over to third base. Sac fly scores.
So the Dodgers strike first, and here's Barnes with the bases empty and 2 gone, taking a strike. What a big day for Barnes, not just with the obvious fact that he had 3 hits, but that it came a few days after he implemented his new swing. Much simpler, much quieter, and his first 3-hit game since opening day.
His interview with Alana was revealing about some of the changes he's been making. As he said in one of the comments about it's about getting into the ground and staying in the ground. So eliminating the leg kick a little bit and getting that foot down sooner, but not only getting the foot down, but probably keeping his knee flex and keeping his angles so that the weight of his body is in the ground sooner, so he can feel that power and quickness.
Tries to check his swing, but can't. Marquez gets him to go, and that's going to do it for the Dodgers here in the second.